Hello, I'm Michael from Bear on the Keyboard, and this is Ramen Reviews, Noodle Night. I don't know, I really haven't come up with a good name for it yet. The point is, groceries are expensive right now, so I'm going to be reviewing ramens, which is some of the cheapest food you can buy. Not necessarily nutritionally complete, but you can definitely add some things into it to make yourself a good meal. But I'm going to be trying some ramens, taste testing them for you guys, and making a tier list, compiling a list of which ones are the best and which ones you should probably just skip. So, let's fucking get into it. I probably should have put the pan onto the stove already. That way I wouldn't have to wait around for the water to boil. Whatever, I'll let these start to pile up. Today's ramen is Buldak Kimchi, made by Samyang Co. Ltd. from Korea. Buldak is a subsidiary of theirs, very popular flavor. Here we have opened up, there's a flake package and a sauce package. I go ahead and I add in the flakes. As following their instructions on the packaging, I'm making all the ramens I'm going to be doing in this review show to the manufacturer's specifications. I'm also going to be doing no additional toppings or anything like that, just to keep it a really fair assessment. So I'm stirring up the noodles there. They don't take that long to cook, about 5 minutes. Getting a nice soft texture there. Now, as you can see, according to the manufacturer's specifications, I'm supposed to drain off most of the liquid, then I add it back into the pan and add the sauce. Really thick sauce, almost with a hair dye kind of look to it there. All right, so here we have it, a bowl of the Buldak Kimchi flavored. Artificially spicy chicken flavored ramen. What is this? What does this packaging even mean? Like, this is a little bit confusing to me. Buldak artificial spicy chicken flavor ramen. Kimchi also is the flavor, apparently. I've had Buldak before. I've never had this particular one. I do really like their noodles. They have both the flake and the sauce packet. That's like becoming an increasingly common thing in ramens, is that they will have this sauce packet that just adds more of a punch. It's got a lot more flavor in it than just the bouillon that we're used to getting. Look at those noodles, that looks beautiful. The sauce does stick to the noodles pretty well. This is a stir-fried noodle variety, and you're not supposed to eat it like a big soup. You're supposed to drain off most of the liquid and then kind of just eat the noodles out of the bowl. The flakes were a little interesting. They seemed like they got kind of sticky inside of the packaging, and it was kind of like hard for me to get them out. In fact, the sauce packet and the flake packet, I had a hard time manipulating them with one hand and holding the camera at the same time. But let's give this a try now. It smells good. Oh, okay. So right away you get that great noodle texture. Like I said, Buldak makes really good noodles. Like, these noodles without all the sauces and the flake package and all that are good on their own, free to do a lot of things with. First thing that hits you though is you get this like punch of acid. You definitely get, like, you can taste the fermented quality of the kimchi. I'm sure the flakes was probably just like a dehydrated kimchi that you reconstitute in the hot water. But then let's go in for, yeah, I wasn't very like present with that first bite because I'm kind of hungry. And so I wasn't really thinking about it too much. So let's be a little more mindful on the second bite and see what kind of flavors I can pull out of here. I think the kimchi is really forward, and there's a really slight spice in the back. Kind of a building spice too. I didn't really notice that spice in my first bite. I'm noticing it on the second bite. I imagine I'm going to notice it more on the third bite. Very, ooh, hold up now. Buldak is infamous for being the spicy ramen, and even their just regular one, their basic version, is really fucking spicy. Like, well, I don't know, it teeters on the medium hot end of the scale, I guess, not really spicy. They're 2 times hot, which I have. I'm gonna review that on another episode. Is really fucking spicy. This though, got a nice heat, nice lingering heat on the palate. You can kind of see the little bits and pieces of the kimchi in there. Once again, look how that sauce just sticks to those noodles. Yeah, I'm trying to pinpoint any other flavor in here. There's spice. There is kimchi, so there's a nice acid component to that. And you do get kind of like a little bit of that funky fermented kind of flavor as well. But it's supposed to also be artificial spicy chicken flavor ramen. And I'm not pulling out any chicken flavor from this. I'm pulling out like some soy and some MSG kind of flavors. Like definitely savory kind of notes. Umami, if you will. Salt. It's a well-balanced bowl of noodles, honestly. It's got the salty component, it's got the umami component, it's got a sour component, it's got a spicy component. It kind of has everything that's important in Asian cooking in one bowl, where you have to balance between all these different things. That was your fucking good noodles, though. Oh, the texture on them is so good. They're so wide. They're so wide and they're so dense and chewy that even though they still have a little bit of a curl to them, they're not even, these aren't curly. If somebody had hair like this, that's not curly, that's wavy hair. Like the weight of them just like pulls them down and makes them into these straighter noodles. Look at that fucking sauce on there too. Well, I think this is a winner for me. I was actually kind of looking at the nutrition facts here too. Beginning of this episode, I said that ramen isn't really that complete of a food. It's kind of is though. Actually, looking at the nutrition facts, 14 grams of fat in here. That's important. It's good for you. Remember that. Don't let anybody lie to you and tell you that's not true. Yeah, 14 grams of fat in here. 1,710 milligrams of sodium, which is 74% of your daily value. It's salty, but all ramens are going to be like that. Going to be too much sodium. 85 grams of carbohydrates. There's some dietary fiber in there. There's 13 grams of protein in here. It's got some calcium. It's got some iron. It's got some potassium. This is a meal. This is a complete meal that you really don't need to add that much to. Now, if you're a college student, if you're looking for a quick, easy midweek meal, if you're just, hey, shit's expensive right now, like I said, and you're looking for something as just like to replace one of your meals with something quick, cheap, and easy, this is a good one. I like this. If I was going to doctor this up a little bit, all of the usual noodle staples I would put in here. Sliced scallions, soft-boiled egg, chicken, honestly. If you have some teriyaki chicken or something like that, or you make some teriyaki chicken or some grilled chicken and throw that in here too, I think that would be a great addition to this. Kimchi, too, I think would be a fine accompaniment to this. If you have a jar of fresh kimchi, instead of just relying on their flavor packet, put some of your own kimchi in there, and I don't think it's going to do you wrong. So, is this, I mean, I think this is a good start to this series because I'm digging this. I like this. This is a good product. But I'm hesitant to put it in S tier yet, just because I have so much more to go, and this is like the benchmark, and I want to rate everything based off of my knowledge of everything else, of every other package of ramen that I have. So I'm going to put this in a solid A tier, like high A, and I might move it around too, but right now this is a solid A tier. Yeah, I mean, it's a good one. Go out and get yourselves a package of this. Till next time, cheers. Update. The spice does build. I like spicy food. Buldak's spicy. It doesn't screw around. It's not like, we're spicy. It's spicy. That does build up. That sneaks up on you. I like that.